Hey people, I am live. Welcome to the Monday evening stream. It is 6:30 p.m. March the 2nd. It is around -4 Celsius, I believe, in Toronto this evening. Feeling more like -9 with the wind chill though. Still a bit too cold for my liking. March is off to a disappointing start. I want the warm weather. I see people popping into the chat. Hello Chantel, John Nicholson, Alan K, Drew Costin, hello. Greg Keating, welcome. Craig O'Connor, Daniel. Hello S. Giles. Hey Brent, how you doing? David Ross, what's up? Hello, Rebecca. What's up, Coffee Girl? Hello, Babak. I'll just pronounce the first part of your name. Hello, Chris Anderson. Perpetually Taggy, hello. Yeah, I hope you're all having a good Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend and all that jazz. Hey, Famous Master, Aiden Thompson McGuire, hello. Love and positivity, welcome. You could always use more of that, right? Hello, Lee John. Yeah, thanks to everyone for checking out the stream. What's up, Billy T? I'm on Shooter Street. Hey, G Gray. And Felicity's in the chat. She's finished her own walk. Now she can watch me do my walk. Hello, Pavel and Trans Canada. Hello, William and Tyler. Yeah, welcome everyone. And Scott. Yeah, Shooter, that's how it's spelled. It's on the east side of downtown. Got Moss Park right there. Hey, Yvonne Atherton, hello. Hey, Zach. And we got Jacques also. And anyone else, if I missed anyone. Hello to each and every one of you. I don't mean to not say hi to someone if they say hi to me, but I sometimes miss their name as it pops through in the chat there. You dig? What's up, Abacus? Hello, Frenny. Hey Kurt, how you doing? Eating things slowly is not in your wheelhouse, I guess, right, Felicity? So I'm downtown. If you haven't noticed, I'm gonna walk west for a while. I might go south first and then go west. But I think the plan is eventually I'm going to make my way onto the waterfront and we'll take a walk along there for a bit. Maybe once I am ready to start heading east again, we'll go east along the waterfront. I always tend to walk west along the waterfront for some reason. So I thought this time let's do an eastbound waterfront walk. Hey Alex, welcome, welcome. And I might actually end up right here at this No Frills by the time I end the stream. We'll see. What's up, Cam and just Smitty? Hello, Leo and Mo. Welcome. I'm doing okay, Leo. No Frills is a grocery store. I don't go to it too often. As you know, I usually go to Metro or Food Basics. But maybe today I'll hit up No Frills. Hello, Mark. Welcome. Alright, just crossed Church Street. I'm thinking I'll walk south, maybe down Victoria though. Hello, Gertage. Chantel, kicking things off with $4.25 for a hot chocolate and a Boston cream. Thank you. Thank you so much again, Chantel, for being such an awesome supporter. Very much appreciated, Chantel. Thanks. Kind of a neat glow in the sky tonight. Hey, Damon. Got 60s freak. Finally taking down all the construction hoarding that's been in front of this construction site for years now. It's always nice when the sidewalks open up again, you know, after years of being all covered up. We're hitting blue hour, it looks like it. Everything is very blue looking, that's for sure. Up in the sky. I think my friend Avita, she's doing okay. Haven't talked to her really since we did our video. I mean, once afterwards, just to let her know the video was up on my channel. She might pop into the channel again at some time. Alright, we're at Victoria Street. Alright, let's go south. Hey, Cypher, hello. Love and Positivity joined City Dweller. City Dweller. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Love and Positivity. Awesome. Very much appreciated. You'll find a little star beside your name in the chat once you become a member at City Dweller tier. And I'll put your name in the little thank you credits at the end of my videos also, so I'll add you in there as soon as possible. Where I list all of the channel members. Hey Tiana. Hello Jerry, what's up? Got Howard Charco, how you doing? Susie's here, hello Susie. WMD. And also thanks to those who have renewed channel membership. Usually around the beginning of the month. Some people can renew or not, and I've noticed some people are renewing, so thank you to all the returning channel members. And Debutik has been a member for 17 months, or 16 months, holy moly. Thank you, Debutik, for all those months of membership. Well, some people can choose to become a member for just 1 month, and after that month has elapsed, they can renew or not. I think you can also choose to become a member for several months at a time and that sort of thing. Hey, my pleasure, Debutik. bought a coloring book.
Oh, that's it.
I have to admit I haven't done any coloring book type activities. I don't even know how long it's been, to be honest. I used to do it though, you know, when I was a kid and all that. And Jacques Pilon has been a City Dweller member for 17 months. Thank you also, Jacques, for all of that awesome support. Hey Meow, how you doing? Yeah, we had a bit of low signal here just for some random reason. What's up, Jefferson? My YouTube account, hello. It's just an unexplained drop in signal, you know, right in the heart of downtown. It's one of the mysteries of the universe. As am I, Felicity, as am I. I hear it's supposed to get a lot warmer, like next week or something like that. Almost seems like a dream. I'm a city connoisseur. I guess I won't argue with that. I do like the skyscrapers. There's the Victoria Tower. That's what that one's called. It's one of the early so-called skyscrapers of Toronto from over 100 years ago. Back in those days, a 20-story building was considered a skyscraper, at least in Toronto and most other cities at that time. Hey, RK. Yeah, there'll be a lunar eclipse, but it's at like 6 in the morning, so I don't know about trying to show that at that time. Yeah, it is below freezing, Scott. Several degrees below freezing. All right, we're on Adelaide. Hey, Mr. Adam's Apple. Hey, hope your interview goes well, BG. Just be cool. Dress well, smell good, and be cool. Calm, cool, and collected. Hey, Sea Fern. Hey, Lumiakin, hello. Seafem, welcome. Hello, Jason. I think it's around -4 in Toronto right now, -4 Celsius. But there's a wind chill, right? Makes it feel a bit colder than that, closer to -9, -10. There's Scotia Plaza. One of my favorite, maybe my favorite skyscraper in Toronto, right there. That was completed in 1988. It was 68 stories, 902 feet high. Hey, Christos, hello. Keeping all the nice lights permanently here on the trees. Hey, Mary. Yeah, downtown is pretty clear of snow now. I mean, you still have little crusty mini snow piles here and there. They're pretty much like solid ice at this point. But yeah, they finally got rid of most of the snow right from the heart of downtown. But still lots of snow once you go out into the neighborhoods, you know. Some big snowbanks around still. And some sidewalks in various areas are still not clear, believe it or not, over a month later. Crossing Bay Street. Financial district vibes right here. Hello, Ida, welcome. Chantel, again, $5. Buy snacks at No Frills. Thank you. I most likely will be doing that. I do have to get some juice, I know that. Lemonade or orange juice or something. But I'll be checking out the snack aisle, of course. Thank you very much, Chantel. Much appreciated, Chantel. Thanks again. Yeah, I know, I heard that. Felicity, I heard that too. Yeah, a lot of people are really a lot more aware of their protein intake, you know, in this day and age. You hear that sort of thing in casual conversation a lot more. Protein and steps and that sort of thing. I got like 10,000 steps if I had got my proper amount of protein for the day, you know. You hear that sort of thing. Hey Vivian, welcome. Math doctors. I guess Mr. Strides has wrapped up his stream. I knew we were going to overlap a little, but I knew it wouldn't be for very long. He was near the end of his stream, so I figured no biggie. You do 25 grams in a shake for breakfast. Yeah, not bad. If you're doing like regular workouts, they always say try to eat a gram of protein for every pound of body weight, right? That's what they would say. I don't know if that's 100% solid, scientifically sound advice. Some people say you don't need a pound of or a gram of protein for every pound of body weight, and you can still get the same results. Hey, Alfred I should say. How you doing, Alfred? I'm doing good. My day is okay. Hello, Lorraine. Because sometimes it's a bit tricky to get that much protein, you know? Like, if I weigh 160 pounds, trying to eat 160 grams of protein is not as easy as it sounds, you know? What's up, Mark? I know I don't eat a gram of protein for every pound of my body weight, but I still seem to be doing okay, like with my workouts and all that. I think I get enough. I think I get enough protein. Hello, JK. I do a lot of Greek yogurt. I go on and off eggs. I go through phases where I'll eat eggs a lot for a while, but then I'll stop and I won't eat them for a while again. Right now I'm on a no egg phase. And I do have protein shakes. With the soy milk. Probably have about 40-45 grams of protein in my protein shakes that I make. Hey Dan, hello. supplement with protein bars. I used to do that. I used to buy protein bars like they were going out of style. But I stopped. I don't really buy them anymore. I don't know. I just drink more protein shakes now. I used to spend a lot of money on protein bars, actually. I would stock up on them. I've had like a huge amount of them all stored away. I'd buy them all in bulk, you know? I'm trying to talk over this music here, this annoying, stupid music as I walk past here. Hey, Queen Victoria. I used to buy those Builder bars. You know that brand, Builder? Yeah, the Builder. That's the one I would always buy. I like the peanut butter flavor one. The Cafe Landwehr over there. I still haven't tried their hot chocolate, Felicity. I was just thinking about it today, actually. Maybe I'll do it, right? Chantel with her hot chocolate fund. There's like a bar up there. This is the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. I mean, not the Ritz-Carlton, the Shangri-La, sorry. The Ritz-Carlton is over there, but another fancy hotel. This one's the Shangri-La. No, I don't take any vitamins. I probably should, but I don't. I feel like I get all the vitamins I need. This is a long-ass light here. Holy moly. I feel like I've been standing here for 5 minutes. What the hell? Hey, Ken? In the heart of downtown like this, traffic lights, pedestrian crossings should not be more than 30 seconds. I have spoken. 30 seconds. Any longer than that, and it's wrong. It's wrong and it's bad. Yeah, it's kind of cold. It's not super duper cold, but it's not warm. It's not pleasant. It's chilly. I'm at Adelaide and University. Yeah, I take creatine daily. I have a little bit in my juice or whatever every day. Hey, basketball maven, hello. Hello, Saiful Jamil, hello. can feel my fingers in my gimbal holding hand are starting to go numb, even with my triple gloves. That's right, triple gloves. And I still have frozen finger happening here. Hey, the Italian stallion.
Oh god, is it the metal part of it?
Adrian! No car. There's the Forma. Look how tall it's getting. That's going to be like way tall when it's done. Like way tall. Like way up here. way. And hey, get to the tower. Get to the tower. There it is. Get to it. It's there. There it is right there. Get to it. Hey, Jillian, hello.
Boots and then I changed. Like, babe, it's Toronto.
Yeah, the tower is lavender. Hey, Kotzi. It's looking good, that's for sure. It is looking real good. I really hope phase 2, you know, actually goes ahead in the not too distant future. But if not, we can enjoy phase 1 because it looks fantastic. Yeah, I'm optimistic that phase 2 will go ahead, you know. It's like a signature project by the now late Frank Gehry, you know. Just to sort of like memorialize him in the city. You'd think the project should be carried through to its full completion, right? You were born in Toronto, Italian Stallion. Not Philadelphia? Bestest Times Reborn.
They actually have a higher standard of living than we do here. They always have.
Hey, LOL. A $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, LOL. Support is awesome and appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the walk. We're on King Street right now. Got Canada's Walk of Fame down here. Thank you, LOL. Cheers to the support. Who do we got down here at the Walk of Fame? There's Dan Aykroyd right there. Timothy Finley. Oh, another super chat. Transit Mobile Scooter, $2. Thank you very, very much. Cheers to you, Transit Mobile Scooter. Much appreciated. And hello, Pamela. These cold people walking along all bundled up. I'm so sick of this winter bullshit. Hey, roof tour. If I'm reading that right. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing some names here and there. It's pretty much part of the charm of my streams. That's right. Come and watch me walk around and hear me mispronounce your names. It's a good time for all. LOL donated 10 memberships. Holy moly. Wow, wow. Thank you very much, LOL, for the super and for 10 memberships. That's amazing. Cheers once again, LOL. Wow. And welcome to the 10 new members. Hope you all enjoy the benefits of channel membership. I just posted a monthly update actually for all channel members, so you can see that now on the channel. And there might be a picture of me pretending to be a cowboy, so you definitely have to check that out. Yeah, it looks like we got some people who were members before who are now members again, thanks to LOL. Welcome back. We're over 300 viewers right now. And rising. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more as time goes on, although 300 is awesome. So cheers everyone. Yeah, I have an older channel. It's my channel from before I had this channel. I don't really do much with it, but it's there if you want to look at it. It has my very first ever YouTube video on it. It's Ken Continues. So similar to what this channel is called, but just a bit different. I haven't uploaded anything on that channel in quite a long time, actually. Yeah, the first video on this channel is my apartment tour. But my other channel is older, and the first video I ever uploaded on YouTube is on that other channel. And that's also an apartment tour of my old apartment, my former apartment before I moved to Toronto. And also my cat. So it's an apartment tour and meeting my cat. That's my other channel's first video. That's from 18 years ago. Holy moly. Should start warming up this month. When's my next excursion outside of Toronto? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Not too sure. I get requests to go to other cities, and I do go to other cities, of course. I was just in Edmonton not too long ago, but even though I get lots of requests to go to other cities, and I do like to do that from time to time, I just find it kind of curious how when I do go to other cities, my views go down. It's like people don't want to watch the other cities as much as they want to watch Toronto, right? Yeah, that's right, Quad Mods, yeah. But no doubt I'll be going to some other city again in the not too distant future. There's a few cities here in Ontario that I still haven't checked out that I'd like to. Like fairly sizable cities, right?
Yes, tonight.
I haven't hit all of the major cities in Ontario yet. And there's at least one major city in Quebec that I have yet to visit, which I'd like to sometime. Owen Sound, yeah. Yeah, that's it, Owen Sound, yeah. Spadina. Hey, Ruba Simu, hello. Hey Todd, how you doing? Elton World, yeah, that's right, Elton John. His future home is coming along right over there. I don't know how often he'll actually be there, you know, once that's completed. Probably not too often. I think he spends most of his time at some of his other properties around the world. Probably won't be at this one all too much.
Like, you could actually get
Hey, Robert, hello. I love these buildings on King Street. There's a drunk guy in a suit running after that cab. Maybe he had a few too many after work drinks. That's still a thing, not as much as it used to be, where co-workers would get together for drinks after a day at the office, right? All hanging out in their suits, knocking a few back. Getting a bit tipsy and then heading home. When am I going back to Vancouver? Yeah, I have no idea when I'll be going back to Vancouver. My sister doesn't live there anymore, so I don't have as much of a reason to go there. She was living there last time when I went, but she didn't like it. She couldn't wait to come back to Toronto. She didn't like it. My nephews didn't like it. They all just wanted to come back to Toronto. So they lasted about 2 years in Vancouver, and then they moved back. What's this car doing? Hey, what uni? Hello. Well, if you're used to a city like Toronto, like even though Vancouver's a fairly large city and all that, you know, it just seems noticeably sleepy compared to Toronto, right? Doesn't have the same energy. And if you enjoy that energy and you find it a bit lacking in another city, you know, it can get a bit make you feel a bit bummed, a bit depressed or something. And also the overcast, rainy weather also, they really didn't like that either. How come there's always cars coming at me every time I stop for a second? Hey, 315 Tricky, hello. Hello, Jasmine, welcome. Seems like every time I stop just to chat or look at the comments for a second, a car is either sneaking up on me or trying to turn into me or something like that. Alright, should I walk through the well? There's always the Muzak factor here. This place is horrible for copyright music. I'll just see if I can walk straight through to Wellington Street, but I might have to mute the audio if the music is too noticeable. I wonder how this place did over the winter, over this freezing, ridiculous winter. I wonder how the sales were. Okay, I hear the music now. I'm just gonna mute it as we cut through here. Alright, it's not as loud here now. Hey, Whitby dude, hello. Here's this little skating rink. The rink is closed. Karen, hello. I would visit the well a lot more often if it wasn't for the constant music playing in there. Because it's a pretty awesome space, you know? There you go, Jasmine. Hey, Dale Melnichuk and Choppy, welcome. Do I like Vancouver? I liked Vancouver as a visitor, yeah. I liked it quite a lot, actually. I was only there for a few days. But really liked it. I spent my time downtown mostly and in the Kitsilano neighborhood. That's where my sister was living at the time. But I was only there for a few days, right? It's much different sometimes if you're visiting a place as opposed to living there. But obviously a lot of people enjoy living there. A lot of people prefer it over Toronto. Everyone has their own preferences. I think people who are more into outdoor activities prefer van over Toronto, right? Because there's just way more of that sort of thing right at your fingertips in Vancouver. I don't really care about outdoor activities. I like urban environments. I like being in the heart of a big, bustling, energetic city. So Toronto is the place I want to be. Yeah, I went to Galiano Island, just off the coast. Ah, that sounds nice, quad mods. Hey, Jim Mork. Alright, we're on Front Street, heading west. I see Bathurst right over here. Maybe we'll hop on that bridge, check out some views. What's up, Greg Hubers? Yeah, I heard about Dougie's plans for the new convention center. I'll refrain to comment about that until, you know, there's more information. Hey, Deb's Crazy Daily, how you doing?
She asked me, she was like, would you mind
She gives no F's. She's like, I'm not waiting for no light to turn. Oops. And my cord just fell out of my phone. I'll put the phone down for a second here. Let's do some train spotting. There's always a ton of people walking over this bridge. Exhaust. Ugh. Any more trains are coming? I think there is. It's a Via train. This has got to be one of the best train spotting locations on the continent here. Was that an Amtrak train?
Hmm?
So an it's cold enough that my mouth has trouble forming words properly. An Amtrak train coming from New York City. Yeah, you don't get the fumbled pronunciations in the warm weather. That's a cold weather thing. Hey, Janice. see any more trains. Hey, what's up, Crikey? Once the GO trains are electrified, then you won't be inhaling all that exhaust like I just did. Hopefully that's not some far-off pipe dream and it actually happens though. Yeah, they have plans to electrify a bunch of the GO lines, but we'll see. They had lots of plans to do lots of things, and some of them apparently are not being carried through the way they initially said they would be. But that's Metrolinx for you. The trains are called the GO trains, Rebecca. GO stands for Government of Ontario. It's just like a commuter rail service for the Greater Golden Horseshoe, which is the urbanized area all around Toronto. It has like over 10 million people in the Greater Golden Horseshoe. So it's Toronto, all the suburbs, all the exurbs, and all the satellite cities. All within about a maybe, I don't know, 100-kilometer radius around Toronto. Maybe a bit more. But there's about 11 million people, I think, in that radius. It's sort of similar to Chicagoland. Chicagoland is quite similar both in area and in population, right? I think the Greater Golden Horseshoe actually has more people now than Chicagoland, though. Chicagoland has just under 10 million people, whereas now it's over 11 million here. Or even the Bay Area, right where you are. It's another similar sort of thing. I think that was a pretty typical length for the intercity trains, Scott. Amtrak or Via, they're usually around that long most of the time. Maybe some of them are a bit longer. thank you, Vivian. And thank you for reminding me to do my little spiel also, yeah. Almost an hour and 17 minutes in here. And I haven't even said my little spiel yet. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying, make sure you hit that subscribe, you know, if you haven't already done that. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell, so you'll be notified when I do live streams like this or post a pre-recorded video to the channel, because I do one or the other every day. Usually 3 live streams a week, and the other 4 days of the week are a pre-recorded video. So come and say hi in the chat if you want. Yeah, the view is good. All right, we're heading down to Queens Quay. Take a walk along the waterfront. We'll go back east now along the waterfront. I think those are the offices for Loblaws. All right, here we go, Queens Quay. See what's happening along the waterfront. Probably not too much on a cold Monday evening. Probably not too much. We might have the waterfront all to ourselves. We'll see. Yeah, you can take the train from New York City to Toronto. It takes a long time though. It's slow. It's not a fast train. It's a long ass slow train. The drive is way faster if you want to just do the drive. You can make the drive in about 8 hours if you like, you know, speed a little bit. But the train is more like 12 hours. I think someone even said they did the drive in like 7.5 hours before, but they're probably like flooring it, you know. Lucky they didn't get nailed by the state troopers, man. I've never taken the train to New York City, but I have taken the bus. And it also took about 12 hours because it stops and all that sort of thing, right? You have to go through customs and that takes a little while, all that sort of thing. I remember when I did take the bus, once we got to Buffalo, and usually you just get off the bus, they look at your passports or whatever, or at that time, you didn't even need a passport. If you had a birth certificate, that was enough. So that's what I had. I didn't have a passport. I just had my birth certificate and some other pieces of ID. And that was enough to get you over the border, you know, before the rules changed, right? But it was a full bus. And it was my first time taking a trip across the border on a bus. And at that time, I had like really long hair. I definitely looked like a stoner hippie kind of guy, you know. Even though I wasn't, I just sort of had that look, you know. And I remember, out of everyone on the bus, like I don't know how many people the bus held, like 45, 50 people, whatever. I was the only one they took into the little room and interrogated. Like, why are you going there? What do you do? What's your blah 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 blah? They like interrogated me in the little room at the border about all my intentions. No one else, just me. Because they probably said, hey, look at this guy. He's probably some hippie stoner. He's up to no good. He's clearly up to no good. Because a lot of these border crossing guards are pretty conservative types. I mean, you know, not going to lie, right? They're pretty conservative types of people. Yeah, I was the only one who looked suspicious. That's right. And meanwhile, I was just this young dude who had never been drunk, had never been stoned, had never even smoked a cigarette. I'd never done any of those things. Hey, Neville, hello. But they did let me cross, though, after they interrogated me. I think the only thing that convinced them that I was safe to let into the US was that I had a return ticket. Because I bet you if I didn't have that return ticket, they would have denied me access or denied me entry. But I was like, look, I have a return ticket. I'm just going down for a visit, then I'm coming back. And I also had a job to get back to, right? It's like, no, I don't want to just go there and never come back. Like, no, I like living in Canada. I like my home, and I intend to come back to my home. Hey, what's up, Alan K? $2. You hate Monday. Just like Garfield, and like a lot of people. Yeah, thank you, Alan K. And Mondays can be a bit of a drag. Cheers, Alan. Thank you very kindly. Man, it's cold here at the lake. Look at this ice. Wow. Hey, Brendan. Is that right, Greg? Yeah. It was better, you know, before, when you could just cross the border with like a driver's license or a birth certificate or something, and that was it. That was all you needed. Hey, we hit 400 concurrent viewers. Awesome. Here on the very cold waterfront. Holy moly, the wind here. And the water is frozen. There's what looks like a thin layer of ice, like a really thin layer of ice on the water. This is like the inner harbor, so not like the whole lake is frozen like that, just close to the shore. But it does extend, or it did extend all the way to the islands, and people were walking out on the ice. There's lots of photos you can find online of people walking on the ice, like to the islands and that sort of thing. And there's a video online of a guy falling through the ice that just happened not too long ago. So yeah, it's not the best idea to walk on the ice. With just your license, yeah? Not too many people on the waterfront tonight, just as I thought. Hey, my pleasure first last. Was there someone pushing a baby stroller on the ice? Oh man, that's just dumb. That's dumb. Like, sometimes it is pretty thick, right? Sometimes it is pretty thick, but you never know where there might be a spot where it's not thick. You can't tell just by looking at it sometimes. You could go from a nice, safe, thick spot to a very unsafe spot just in a matter of a few seconds without even realizing it, and the next thing you know, you're in the water, man. Hey Jennifer, hello. Hey, 420 viewers right now for those who partake. Ooh, neat. Yeah, the views of the tower from along here are like some of the best, I think, in the whole city. It just makes itself known all of a sudden. It's like, oh, there it is. Hey, perpetually taggy, £9.99. You have to say goodnight. Thank you for the great walk. Have a root beer on you. Nearly 1 a.m. Yeah. Catch up in the morning. Awesome. Thank you so much, Perpetually Taggy, for the generous super chat from across the pond. Hope you have a good sleep tonight. And you can catch the rest in the morning for sure. Yeah. Thank you very kindly. Cheers to you. Have a good night. Hey, Queenways, hello. Gordon Lightfoot, he was born in Aurelia, which is a small city a couple hours north of Toronto, or maybe even like less than that, maybe about an hour and a bit north of Toronto. So that's where he was born, and he grew up there until he moved to Toronto when he was a young man, right? So he moved to Toronto like most, or like many people do who are from the smaller cities around Ontario, especially someone like him who was trying to make it as a musician. So Toronto was the place to be, so he moved here. And he lived here basically for most of his life as an adult, right up until he died. So Aurelia can claim him, but also I think we can claim him in Toronto too. Hello, Strawberry Field Ferry. Soleada, hello. All right, Choppy, have a good night also. It's getting late. It's LED lighting on the CN Tower. Also on the Sky Dome. You can see the top of the dome over there. Cold. It's so cold. Look at that. Okay, 100. Yeah, I should pass 10,000 steps at some point while I'm streaming. Here's these weeping willow trees without their leaves. Got the fake beach over there. All right, first, last. Enjoy. Financial district. Hey, Michael T, hello. Gordon Lightfoot never lived in Toronto? What are you talking about? He most certainly did live in Toronto. Like to visit sometime? Yeah, you should. He might have went to LA for a while, but he also lived in Toronto, Billy. He lived out the remainder of his life in Toronto from, I don't know what age from, but for a good chunk of it he was living in Toronto right up until he died. Village, when he was just starting out in the early 70s or late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, and he also lived in Rosedale. That's true. Yeah, he lived in Rosedale. I've shown his house, actually, in one of my videos, his old Rosedale house. He was famous for having parties at that house with all kinds of rock and roll luminaries who would come and party with him there, like Bob Dylan and people like that. Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, those people would be hanging out with him at his house in Rosedale. They'd all be, getting loaded and playing music together. Hey, KLE, hello. Hey, have a good night, Transit Mobile Scooter. Cheers for watching and supporting. I'll see you in the next one. The Mighty Runt, hello. I really hope it's actually as warm as they're predicting this weekend. I find their ability to accurately predict the weather that many days in advance is pretty shit, but it'll probably be at least above zero, right? As long as it's like +5 or warmer, I'll be happy. Have a good night, Alex. Is that little museum still over here? Remember I went into the Television History Museum over here? Did I walk past it? Well, we saw it before anyway, right? I went inside. It was pretty cool. Here it is. It's over here. Okay. It's closed for tonight. It's only open like a few days of the week. But it was really cool. When I went in this little TV museum over here, we had exhibits for all kinds of iconic old TV shows, mostly Toronto produced shows like Mr. Dress Up and Degrassi, The Friendly Giant, you know, stuff like that. It was pretty neat. The Museum of Toronto. It should more accurately be called the Museum of Toronto TV, because that's really what it's about. Joey Jeremiah, yeah. The one, the only Joey Jeremiah. All the way with Stephanie K. Queens Quay Terminal. Sean Jones. Not interested. Not interested. Jimmy Cliff tribute concert. That might be good. Yeah. Seeing who's coming here. Well, they got a lot of stuff coming. That's good. Lots of entertainment. Got a film series coming. A Black Panther in the Great White North. That's intriguing. Yeah, I haven't seen too many people walking along the waterfront, but it's not completely dead. There's some life on the frozen waterfront tonight. Ooh, we're getting close to the Sky Tower. The Sky Tower. There's their Star Trek convention in Toronto. I don't think there's a specific specialized Star Trek convention, but there is like Fan Expo and Comic-Con, which sort of have a sci-fi element to them, so that's probably where you get your Star Trek fix. Is that right, Debs? Yeah. Yeah, when I was a kid visiting Toronto, I couldn't get enough of looking at the tall buildings. That was like the most exciting thing in the world to me when I was a kid. Going to Toronto to look at tall buildings. And you know what? It still excites me to this day. Now I just have to walk out my apartment door and I'm surrounded by Toronto. Thanks, Tiana. That's right. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already done that for some unfathomable reason. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. If you do subscribe, you're able to take part in the chat. It would be cool to say hi to a new subscriber. As I mentioned before, I do these streams regularly, a few times a week. I'll do a live stream, and I post pre-recorded videos on all the other days of the week. Yeah, I know it's not a Star Trek convention. I just said that's where you get your fix for that sort of thing, since there isn't a Star Trek convention in Toronto, not a dedicated Star Trek convention, right? Hey, Fernanda, hello. Welcome. It's good to see you come and say hi. .45 RPM. I'm from North Bay, or I grew up there anyway for most of my life. Left North Bay about 15 years ago to move here. And there are two other live streamers here in Toronto who are also from North Bay. I find that just bizarre. I find it bizarre that there's three of us here doing this in Toronto now. Three former North Bayites. Toronto, Matty Toronto is another North Bay guy, and the Green Knight, I think that's what he calls himself, right? I think his name is Matt. So another Matt, Matty and Matt. And there's a streamer in North Bay, that's right, Brad Palmer. He lives in North Bay and he does live streams from North Bay. Whoa. It looks so smooth. Almost doesn't look like it's real. It looks like artificial. Do I consider myself Torontonian? Oh yeah. I think 15 years is more than long enough. I think after 5 years I pretty much felt like a more of a Torontonian than a North Bay person, you know? And now there's no question. When I go back to North Bay now, it doesn't feel like home to me. It's not home anymore. This is home. Some people always feel like their hometown is their home. And that's cool, but I just don't feel like that when I'm in North Bay now. This is home. It flipped on me. My life got turned upside down. Hey, we're on Yonge Street. We're heading north up Yonge Street now. Hey Darren, hello. I'm doing good. It's not crazy cold, but it's frigid. It's quite frigid, yeah. Especially when I was walking along the waterfront. Feels a bit less frigid now that I'm walking north up Yonge Street. The wind was a bit nasty there along the waterfront. Alright, let's do the Sky Tower pan. Da, 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 dun, 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 dun. Hey, R. Pew, hello, and hello, Cole. I'm doing good. I think they're forming the like 108th floor on Sky Tower right now. It has 106 occupied levels and then a few more levels above that. Mechanical levels. Holy cow, man. When you look up at this building, it's just insane how tall it looks. You have to crane your neck all the way back. An elevated living experience. Yeah, no shit. An elevated dining experience. That's right, because there's going to be a restaurant on top. past 2 hours. I think this is going to be a nice fine dining restaurant, would be my guess. Kind of like at the CN Tower. It's going to be about the same height as the restaurant at the CN Tower, actually. That restaurant will finally have a competitor, but this one won't be a revolving restaurant, as far as I know. So I guess the CN Tower can claim that still. Yeah, I think No Frills is where I'll end up tonight, Chantel. Well, there's lots of nice old low-rise neighborhoods, Rebecca. Quite a few, like the Annex, Cabbagetown, obviously, Trinity Bellwoods, that are still close to downtown, or even in downtown. Like Cabbagetown is technically part of downtown. Hey, I'm Sweater Girl, hello. Plug in my gimbal. Why is it so cold? Why? At least it's not super duper windy, you know? now that we're away from the lake, it actually doesn't feel too windy. So that's nice. Okay. I don't know, he was just saying some nonsensical things. I was just sort of nodding and smiling. Couldn't figure out what he was trying to say. Didn't seem dingus-like. It seemed like he was trying to say something sort of friendly. I just couldn't figure out what it was. Hey SG, what's up? First last. Yeah, that's the ticket. That's what he said. Right, right. Front and young. Darren Crawford, yeah, I used to love watching those late night shows on Global, Night Walk and Night Drive. We talked about this last time, Chantel. No one really knows.
By 2006, we're never going to get to work again. Now 2026 is still working 9 to 5. Like actually,
I still remember the music they played on Night Walk. It was like jazz music, mostly instrumental, but then they had like a few parts where there was like singing. It's like a woman's voice, like going like, "I need you now." Lots of like saxophone and stuff. Hey, have a good night, Jasmine. Glad you caught the stream. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, Alex. There's the doggy fountain. Is SG a bot? I just figured SG was some smart aleck. Some smart ass. Who just like making ridiculous comments in the chat. Walk through the St. Lawrence neighborhood, Front Street. Hey Darren, $10. Thank you so much for this. I know I'm suffering from the sniffles. You got that right. But this brings me back to Global TV. Please buy a hot chocolate on you. Blessings. Thank you. Thank you very, very kindly, Darren. Yeah, the sniffles hopefully will soon be coming to an end with the warmer weather. That's got to be the least pleasant part about doing these cold weather walks, is the constant sniffing, man. But thank you for the very generous super chat towards the hot chocolate fund. Much appreciated. Cheers, Darren. Thank you very kindly. First last $5 does not want any blocking of SG. First last is an SG fan. I don't mind for our SG's ridiculous comments, bot or not. I just figured that was just someone taking the piss, you know, with ridiculous comments that are meant to get a reaction, but not like in a mean-spirited troll kind of way. That's how I always saw it. But thank you very much for the $5. Cheers to the support. Well, SG is not banned, so SG will be back. SG will be back. A timeout is just temporary. Hey, Richard, hello. Oh, you're talking about Felicity, Darren. She was in the chat earlier. her and I will probably get together again, you know, once the weather warms up and do another walk. I think the cold winter weather has sort of been putting a damper on our little adventures together, but I'm sure before too long she'll be back. Yeah, there she is. She's still here. Yeah, when it warms up. All right, we're going up Church Street. Hello, Inch. I'm doing well. All right, crossing King. Do pizza. See, she's already coming up with ideas for another walk. Yeah, pizza can be set aside and eaten later. Yeah, so pizza would work. You can always just reheat it. And slices of pizza, we'd have to go to places where we can get a slice, but they're often not too pricey, right? Around the same price as a fancy donut, maybe. Take a bite of a slice and then go to the next place. And then later on at home you have all kinds of pizza you can heat up and eat later. Sounds good to me. Hey, pizza man. Is there a pizza man in the chat? There is a pizza man. There we go. Welcome, pizza man, as we're talking about pizza. I have tried a Bodielli slice while live streaming before. It was good. Yeah, it was really good. I could try it again. Heading north up Church. Hey, Damon Washington, $5 for the Fancy Donut Fund. Thank you very kindly, Damon. Pizza, fancy donuts. In some places you can get both at the same spot, apparently, right? Cheers, Damon Washington. Thank you very kindly. All right, first last. I'm probably wrapping up soon, but I'll see you in the next one. Ever thought of doing a record store tour? I have actually, but the thing about record stores is I can't really stream inside of them or record inside of them unless I edit out the music, because they always have music playing inside, right? Every time you go inside of a record store, there's copyright music playing. So I'd have to deal with all the copyright music that comes with a record store tour. I could show the outside of the record stores though. And I have pointed out quite a few as I've walked around the city. I always like to take note of record stores.
Looking.
It's a shorts guy. We spotted our first shorts guy.
Hindi pa ito yung pinakamagandang part. Pero parang siya. Ano? Siguro, oo. Sabi natin. Parang BG sa ganyan.
Oh man, there's probably like a few dozen independent record stores, like just in the old walkable parts of Toronto, right?
Nakita mo yung mga picture ko. Yung picture ko ba?
Yeah, there's a lot. This is probably one of the best cities in North America if you're into that sort of thing. Record stores, bookstores also. Shorts and sandals, yep. He's probably not going very far, probably just from a nearby condo or something. Went to McDonald's by the looks of it. Here's the old pawn shop row. All these old pawn shops are mostly shut down now. A few of them are still hanging on. This was a big one here in McTamney's. Almost looks like a department store, but it has been closed for a while now. Relocating, so they moved somewhere else, so at least they're still open somewhere. Yeah, this is all pawn shops all along Church Street here, Rebecca. This sign looks ancient. It looks ancient. Pawnbrokers. This whole block is being redeveloped. That's kind of what put the final nail in the coffin to all the pawn shops here. A lot of them were closing down anyway as times change. Pawn shops became less and less viable, you know. So they're all closing down gradually, but then the redevelopment plans here accelerated that, and then they all started shuttering all at once. Look at this little doggy. Yeah, Pawn Shop Row is no more. There's a big condo being built on the corner down at Queen. And right beside that one will be another big condo or residential tower. Maybe it'll be a rental now, but that will pretty much replace Pawn Shop Row. All right, we're back at Shooter Street. Remember, I was here at the beginning of the stream. And I said I'd probably find my way back by the end of the stream to the No Frills. And well, here it is. The No Frills is right up here.
You recorded?
Live stream.
Live stream?
Yeah.
Channel 7 News or what?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Channel 7 News, yeah. Here on Channel 7 News. I just said yeah rather than try to explain. Well, actually, it's a YouTube channel, yada yada yada. So here we go. We're at the No Frills. So I came full circle. Took just over 2.5 hours. Pretty much a regular stream length for me. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you everyone for joining me on a cold Monday night. I look forward to bringing you some much warmer streams as we make our way through March. Bring it on, man. Spring. I've had enough of winter now. But cheers everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. I had a good time. It was a pleasure to chat with you all. Hope to see you in my next stream. So make sure once again that you are subscribed and all that jazz. Hit that notification bell, because my next stream will be coming up in the next couple of days, probably Wednesday. And tomorrow I'll be premiering a video, so hope to see you tomorrow around 7:15 p.m. I'll be in the live chat as we watch a pre-recorded video, but we can chat together as we watch that. So hope to see you all in the chat for that one. And a big thanks once again just to everyone for watching, to the new subscribers I might have gotten tonight, new channel members. Cheers to all of you as well, returning channel members. Thank you to the mods. Cheers, Vivian, Al, and Kay. Very much appreciated. And a huge thanks to everyone who sent support with the Super Chat, Super Stickers, or any PayPal donations. I always check afterwards if any of those came through. But thank you so much for supporting. It means a lot. And until next time, I will continue. All right, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Cheers. All right, going to head inside the No Frills. Okay, later all.